Welcome back. There's a new radio program that focuses on stories relevant to and about Boston's Black communities. The Black News Hour, presented by the Boston Globe, is a partnership between the newspaper and the nonprofit Boston Black News. The monthly installments will feature a rotating group of hosts that includes our two guests today, the Globe's senior assistant managing editor, Greg Lee, and veteran journalist Megan Irons, who just reminded me that she was once an intern on Cityline. Welcome to you both. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
So Greg, I want to start with you. How did this collaboration come about?
Well, Pastor Bruce Wall reached out to the Boston Globe, actually reached out to my boss, Brian McGorry, and he wanted to do a radio show, wanted to combine with us and connect with us because he felt our journalism was something that he wanted on his network. And then I was assigned in task as part of my job as a community liaison. We worked with Bruce, Pastor Wall to put it together, and we had our first show last week, and it's been a lot of work, but it's been good so far, and that's how the partnership worked. He reached out to us, and he was surprised that he got an instant response, and we were having conversations all the time to get it together, and it came to fruition.
So talk more about the bigger mission behind the partnership and some of the things that the Globe is trying to do.
Well, we want to, have a conversation with the community. I think one of the reasons why I came back to the Globe was to do that, to connect with the Black community, to tell our stories, but also have them speak to us. And I think having this conversation on this network is a good vehicle for that. It's a good first start. And so far, we've got a lot of positive response, and people want to come and speak with us.
A lot of stories to tell. Megan, you co-hosted the program's first show with Janae Osterheld, and you took a look at Boston's mayoral campaign. So how did that go?
It was a great experience. It was a great experience because I think the city is hungry for us to be out in the community as Globe reporters. They want to hear our stories, and they want to hear it from us. And I think a lot of times, last year after the George Floyd murder, news organizations began taking a really close look at how we're telling these stories in the communities that we're covering. We felt it was extremely important to connect with the Black community, to connect with people that we cover all the time, and to not only do that, but show them that there are Black people at the Globe working very hard to tell these stories.
Doing things.
Yes.
Well, Megan, you grew up in Boston. What are some of the challenges that you see in terms of the media trying to make a better connection with communities of color to tell these stories? And how is this program and you and Greg working to improve that?
Yeah, well, we write about the Black community all the time. Often we're writing about some sort of trauma. Often we're writing about somebody getting killed or some sort of violent situation. But we also write about the joys within the Black community as well. And we have reporters that are working on these stories, cultivating these stories, and going out in the communities, not just to cover them in a parachute kind of way, but to really get to know them. And so I think the show, Black News Hour, allows us that opportunity to have this 1 hour on a Friday morning as people are having their coffee and talking about the issues that resonate with us. The first news show you talked about earlier allowed them to connect with one of the mayoral candidates. We talked about the Emancipator, which is a new initiative by the Globe, opinion pages.
Talk a little bit about the Emancipator before you go on. The Emancipator is a partnership with the Globe and the Boston University
and the Racine Center. So it's going to be a great publication where we have talking about a lot of issues from past and present, and a lot of deep thought into racial issues and of that sort, a lot of intellectual stuff. So we're looking forward to be launching next year. So it's going to be a very big initiative. I'm very proud of our new leadership team there. So it's going to be exciting.
I'm a Boston University alum, so I'm very proud of that particular project, which is why I wanted to go back to that. So Megan, what other kinds of guests are you going for this?
I also want to mention that we also on the program talked about Janae's amazing and beautiful resistance initiative, all about Black joy. As we go forward, we want to connect, we want to bring newsmakers on the show. We also want to introduce our listeners to the other Globe journalists who are out there who are covering the city, the sports teams, politics. So we see a whole
There's just
range
so
of
much.
possibilities
Sure.
for us to continue to not only highlight the stories, but also showcase our own talents at the Globe, Black talent at the Globe.
Greg, you wear many hats at the Globe, and you're spearheading several initiatives with the goal of reaching communities of color. Another program that you're working on is the Fresh Start Initiative. Tell us about that.
So the Fresh Start Initiative is basically we are looking at stories that people had bad moments, small crimes that were placed in the Boston Globe or Boston.com, and we try to de-anx them, take them off the websites, because an embarrassing moment shouldn't live forever on a website. We never thought as journalists that on Google, you Google search your name and you're looking for your job candidate, and you Google a person and say, you say Gregory Lee, and you see something that calls up, and it may prevent you from getting a job. So we're looking back, and people are turning their appeals, and we go through the cases and see that if this case warrants being de-anx the story, taken off the website, or updating the stories, because we don't want someone's minor crime or embarrassing moment to live with them forever.
Yeah.
So that's why we have this Fresh Start Initiative to really examine what we're covering. It also helps us how we cover these events and how we change the way we look at crime coverage, and it really helps us out a lot too in our newsroom.
So I know you guys are always looking for news stories. You want them from the bottom up. Is there an email or something that you can just toss out to our viewers if they have a story tip?
Hey, just email me, greg.lee@globe.com. That's simple as that.
All right. And?
Megan.irons@globe.com.
All right.
Get to me as well.
Send them out. Send out those stories. Greg and Megan, thank you for being here to tell us about this
Thanks for
brand new
having us.
initiative in this radio program. We'll be listening.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Take care.
Thank you all for joining us. And don't forget, you can listen to the Black News Hour presented by the Boston Globe on 102.9 FM and online at bostonblacknews.com. Next, a look at the reimagined Wonder Years, set in the same decade but with a new family. A preview from one of the show's stars coming up.